dive into the world of the Internet of Things. Our Zoom meeting is underway and we are streaming live on our YouTube channel. We are all set to embark on this informative journey together. Get ready for a session packed with insights, inspiration, and interaction. I'm Pasan, your host for today's SLIoT introductory session. We have a lineup of distinguished speakers and engaging topics that promise you to leave you inspired. So sit tight, have your notepads ready, and let's ignite our passion for IoT. Before we get started with the session, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kutila Gunasekara, the staff advisor of the SLIoT Challenge and a pioneer in the field, who will be delivering the welcome speech. Dr. Kutila's groundbreaking work has inspired many IoT innovations. Let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Kutila.
Thank you, Pasan. I hope I am audible to all of you.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Right, thank you. So a very good morning to our guests and our wonderful contestants. So I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to this special occasion, which is the introductory session and the opening of SLIoT Challenge 2023. It's a delight to have such an enthusiastic group of contestants join us, all united by a common passion for the Internet of Things. First of all, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Professor Chandana Gamage, whose invaluable insights and expertise, as always, I'm sure will guide us and drive and inspire all of you throughout this event. I would also extend a warm welcome to the team from SLTMobitel, our sponsor for this event, and also the SLIoT Design Innovation Laboratory at the University of Moratuwa. So thank you for your continued support. Then again, the people who are working hard behind the scenes to make this competition a success, organizing committee, whom I know are planning meticulously and spending sleepless nights. So I would like to welcome and also extend our gratitude to all of you. And then the most important people of this event, all of your contestants. So I welcome all of you. This time, in addition to the usual undergraduate and the open categories, we have introduced a school category. So even though I can't see you here over Zoom, I'm sure we have quite a number of school participants here also. So I welcome all of you to SLIoT Challenge for the first time. And I'm sure we have some returning contestants also from the undergraduate and open categories. I would like to welcome all of you. I don't want to take too much time on a Sunday morning, but just a couple of words. So this competition is not only about winning. We have announced an attractive pool of prizes, which I'm sure the OC will let you know about. But the competition is more about the journey. It's about what will happen over the next 2.5 months, where you will learn new skills, you will improve your existing skills, you will have challenges that you will have to overcome, and also you will demonstrate your talent and your creativity to us. So we want to create an environment where creativity and innovation flourishes. So to all of our young participants, I invite you to make use of this opportunity with open minds and enthusiasm. So I wish that your journey here will be rewarding, regardless of the outcome. Everyone who takes part and everyone who produces something new, some Internet of Things product for this competition, attempts to do something new that you have not done before, I would consider to be a winner. And the more of you who do that, the competition will be more successful. So once again, heartfelt welcome to everyone present here. So let's make this competition a success and a testament to the talent that's gathered here today. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you all have a pleasant morning and a wonderful competition ahead. Thank you. Back to the OC.
Thank you, sir, for those welcoming words. Your vision in IoT is truly an inspiration to all of us. Next, we are honored to have Professor Chandana Gamagi, who will enlighten us on the synergy between IoT and Industry 4.0. He'll touch on the informative power of IoT in our lives and guide us through effective problem solving in the age of smart technology. Prepare for insights that will redefine how we view and interact with the world around us. Let's give a warm welcome to Professor Chandan.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir, we can hear you clearly.
Okay. Is sharing enabled to me?
Yes,
Should
sir,
be,
now
sir.
it is
You're a
enabled.
host.
Okay. Okay, so again, good morning and welcome to the SLIoT challenge. So I will take few minutes and share with you some ideas as well as the technology background to what is IoT. So all of you already know about the internet, right? So internet is a network of networks. And in fact, in computer science, we call this as a recursive type of system, because this network of networks is consisting of networks of networks. So like that, you can keep on going down to see increasingly smaller networks. So that is what actually internet is. It consists of networks. Each network consists of other networks like that. And so where does that end? It ends with a computing device. So traditionally, this computing device has been a computer that we are familiar with. So it is possible that the computer is a desktop computer or a laptop or a server type computer that is used by any organization, and they are the endpoints. Now, things have moved greatly from that era. So this is from a time before most of you are born. Okay, from the 1960s, the early 1960s to about early 2000. So for 40 years or so, networks were those computing devices where, as the name suggests, you do computing. So you would write a program, enter data, process the data, and make use of that. So it is very much people to computer, computer to people. So people would ensure, the users would ensure the computer gets the input data, and the computer would do the processing by running a program, and then you get the output. So classic examples of that be like payroll. Nearly every organization has employees who need to be paid, and they would be paid based on the amount of hours they work and the different type of hours, regular hours, overtime hours, and any special task they do. and any deductions that have to be made. So that's a computation of a payroll. So you give all the data, and the amount that needs to be paid will be computed and given back to the management. Or if you take a university, students would sit exams, and then the scripts will get marked, and then the marks will be entered to a system, and the grades would be calculated. The GPA would be calculated like that. If it is a school, you have term test and things like that, where the marks would be entered, and then your class rank and the averages would be computed and given back to you. So you might get it in your report card written by hand, but it is data entered to a computer. Maybe there is no special program, maybe it's a spreadsheet, and the results are written back to your report card if you are a school student. So like that. So the applications could be anywhere from universities to schools to companies to manufacturing to hospitals to government institutions. Anywhere, the computing paradigm was there. Give the data, process, and you get the output. But starting from early 2000, there was what we call a paradigm shift. Paradigm is that the meaning of the word is the way you think, way you work. So there was a particular way in which you were thinking and a particular way in which you were working with computing. Give the data, process, and get the output. And you had networks where the data can be transferred from one computer to another computer, and you could have communication. But ultimately, the end users were all the people. But starting from the early 2000s, we went to a paradigm called smart computing. So we had various things like smart home, smart manufacturing, smart healthcare, smart transportation. So what is the smart part here? The smart part here is that many of these systems have what are traditionally non-computing devices, and you made them intelligent or smart by connecting them with a computing device that is not a general purpose computer. It is a computing device that is specific to that particular device, and then getting it to talk to other devices through a network. So that is how the Internet of Things came to be. So on the screen, I have an example that I thought everyone would have no trouble understanding of a smart home. Now, so yesterday we had a countrywide loss of electricity, a power blackout. Okay, so now I was working here in the university. I'm right now in the university. We did not, or this particular building complex I am working in did not suffer a power blackout because we run what is called a mini grid. So we have our own power generating system, which is a large collection of solar panels. And then we have coupled to that a very large energy storage system, a bank of batteries. And then we have a transmission system that transmit the stored energy to several buildings, mainly to the building that I am in the university and few other important places. And then the distribution within each building. So generation, transmission, distribution, all handled in the university as a mini grid. So, so we didn't have a power cut. But around 9:30 in the night, a system engineer came and told me, make sure all the ACs are switched off, because the power load, the power is reaching about 70% usage. So they want to make sure that our systems, our servers are running until the power is restored, and to minimize the use of non-essential equipment. So we do have a smart electricity grid. When the power that's come from the LECO, Lanka Electricity Company Limited, is lost, we have our own grid that gives us power. So it keeps detecting whether we are getting the power, and if there is no power, switches to our own grid. So that is smart. Earlier, it used to be that when we lost power, someone has to go and switch on a generator. And if that generator operator is not available, then it can't be started. And even if we have the generator operator, if not enough fuel is there, it can't be started. Now, there is no person. The mini grid we have is a smart grid, and it speaks to the electricity grid coming from the LECO. And there are no humans involved. It is device to device communicating through the internet to see the power availability, and then deciding if no external power, it will be provided internally. But as you can see, we are not 100% smart. Our ACs, now the department I am in is called the Computer Science and Engineering Department in the Faculty of Engineering. Our department has more than 60 air conditioners, all spread in two floors in a 4-story building. Now, they are not smart to the extent we like. They are smart in that you can set the temperature, and it will maintain that temperature, and you can set timers, but that is not what we mean by smart. Smart is when you are able to talk to other devices, look at the environment, collect data, make decisions, and act on that. So if we had smart air conditioners, that system engineer won't be walking around telling people to switch off the air conditioners. The smart air conditioners would talk to the power distribution system and will check whether power is available adequately. And each air conditioner will have a priority level. So the air conditioners in our server rooms will have the highest priority. Then the air conditioners in our laboratories will have the next priority. The office rooms will have third priority, and the general areas will have the lowest priority, like that. And then when the power availability is going down, it will step by step start switching off the ACs automatically, and make sure that the essential services are running. So that is smartness. So that is how you can do energy management. Now, if you take a home, now we have a lot of equipment which are electrically operated. Take, for example, the washing machine. A washing machine is a very high energy consuming device. Now, the usage of energy, we have two methods in the country. One is you have the normal rate of paying based on the number of units you consume. There's another one called time of day. So in that scheme, during low demand times, like the night time after say about 10 p.m., 12 midnight, you pay a low rate if you use the power. And between high demand time, peak times, say 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and during daytime, you pay a higher amount. Now, if you have that kind of scheme in which you pay for your electricity, you can get the washing machine to run during low demand time, so that you pay a low rate. Even if you don't have, even if you use the same standard way of paying by the unit, still, if you have a intelligent or smart washing machine, you can get it to operate during low demand time during the night, because that would be a good thing to do, because we will then not use thermal generating plants, and it will be good for the environment, good for the economy. So smartness has a lot of benefits. But you might say, okay, we do have washing machines which are programmable to start at a particular time, so we don't need it to be connected to the internet. But that type of manually programmed systems do not have enough of intelligence to work effectively. For example, if you have a smart washing machine that can connect to the internet, it will be able to talk to a lot of other systems, and it will know if there are any scheduled power cuts. It will know what are the best times, because although we say maybe low demand time is 10 p.m. to morning 5 a.m., even that varies. So it can pick the best time from a wide time range to pick the best time to operate the washing machine. If you have multiple washing loads to do for whatever reason, then it can decide to maybe run some of the wash loads even during a peak time, so that you get the washing done. So that is what is called smart. Smart does not mean that you optimize on one thing, like the amount you pay. Smart is you optimize on a combination of things. The effectiveness is what is important. So you try to save on energy, save on cost, save on time, and have the kind of service you want to do. So for that purpose, the washing machine need to be connected to other systems. And yesterday, when power was lost, I'm sure a lot of places where people are working would have left office or gone out of the house because there's nothing much they could do and when to do other things. And when power comes back, a lot of the fans, air conditioners, lights would have been working. So if you had smart light control systems, smart air conditioners, things like that, they would have detected whether the space is occupied, whether people are still in the building, and accordingly switch off these things. So that is what we expect from IoT, from Internet of Things. Everything that connects to the internet to become smart, so they can look at input from sensors and other data sources and make decisions, and then give output and operate or run some actuators that would give you an outcome. For example, the air conditioners we have, we set it to a particular temperature and then operate it. And whether there are people in the room or not, it will operate like that. But a smart air conditioner would detect whether there are people in the room, and accordingly, it may even shut down the air conditioner if there's no one in the room. So the smartness has a lot of benefits. And now, as an IoT enthusiast and computing enthusiast, what is your role here? So you are not going to be building air conditioners and washing machines or lighting systems. What you will be doing, there are two things you have to do. One is to build the smart gadget that would interface with the device that you want to control. Now, not every device we currently have can be directly interfaced to a computing device. Now, if you take, for example, the light bulbs we have, they are unable to talk to a computer. But of course, light bulbs are connected through a switching system, and the switch can be designed to have a digital interface, because it's on and off, or if it is a dimmer type one, no, you can have several settings, and the switch is the one that you control to a computing device, and that will control the light. When it comes to a device like a washing machine, it becomes a bit harder, because a washing machine itself has a microcontroller which controls its washing cycle, its operating modes, and things like that. And if you want to control that through an external system, then it's difficult to do it. So when you are building a solution, you have to decide which devices can be controlled easily. Now, there are ways in which you can do this smartly. For example, now let's take our air conditioners. Our air conditioners are not smart to the extent that they are able to talk to other devices. Temperature sensor, or a door sensor, or to a CCTV camera to see if there are people in here. For example, if the door is open, the air conditioner should switch off, because it's energy loss. If there are no persons in the room, the air conditioner can switch off, so that you can use a CCTV type camera. And the current air conditioner we have are not capable of doing that. So you might decide, okay, building a smart AC is not possible. But that is not true. Why? Because now we have a remote controller through which the AC is controlled. And the remote controller is sending there are different ways of controlling it. So just like we can control a toy car with radio signals, you can control the air conditioner or using infrared. So depends on the type of interface it has. It has a remote controller. Now, the remote control device can be replicated by you. So you can actually build a smart air conditioner using the standard air conditioner. So that is a project idea. And that device you build can talk to a CCTV camera. It can even be a web camera. And it can communicate with a door sensor. Okay, it's a simple device. So like that, now you can actually create a smart AC for a meeting room, conference room, classroom, where they are not used all the time. They are used on scheduled time. So even you can have your AC controller now talking to the Google Calendar and see whether that room has been reserved for a meeting, and start the air conditioner 5 minutes before. So when people start coming, the room is in a good level, comfortable level. So that is how you must think about doing IoT. Make things smarter and do it by building a gadget that can talk to other devices. And sometimes it may not be directly obvious to you. So that is where you have to do your own smart thinking. How to make the devices talk to the internet. because ultimately the device that you want to make smart must be connected to the internet through an intermediate device that you will design and build. And building these devices are not expensive these days, because you can use an Arduino to do it easily, or a Raspberry Pi if you want to do a lot of processing in addition to basic sensing and controlling. And the software that you have to build, there are a lot of open source tools available, and the information that you need is accessible from the internet, from many different sources. So building IoT devices is becoming much easier, and there are a lot of devices that need to be connected to the internet. Now, what are the other things that you would like to do in a smartphone? For example, your front door. So, in fact, there is a device called the Ring. It is, the company is now owned by Amazon. Okay, so Amazon, as you know, is the biggest e-commerce company in the world. So they had a problem. What is the problem? People order things on Amazon, and then going to their website, so the portal, and online ordering, and then pay online, and then give the delivery information. And then Amazon would have the items delivered. It could be anything from a book to a large size TV. So anything is possible. And so they would use some delivery company to deliver these items. And along with this business model, another business started, which is stealing stuff that Amazon delivers. So you have the delivery truck. It could be, in US, it could be UPS, FedEx, like that. And so the delivery vehicle comes and deliver the item, and most often the owner is not at home. So they would leave it in the front door and even call the owner saying, hey, I delivered this item to you, and you are not at home. And they might say, okay, leave it in the front, and like that. So behind this delivery truck, there is another group of people coming in a truck, which is now stealing the stuff. So the delivery man puts in the door, 2 minutes later, the thieves come and take it away. So, so this is a problem when you leave things outside, but you can't leave the door unlocked. So then there will be a bigger problem. So there is a solution. It is called the Ring, which is a smart door lock. So this door lock has video capability, audio capability, and is internet connected. So how does that work? So you go to the house owner's place and press the bell, and then the smart door key will speak to you to identify you. Say, I am from Amazon, I have an item to deliver to you, right? And then the door can be automatically unlocked and the item put inside the house and the door locked again, right? So you might think, that's a great solution, but not a great solution, because somebody could come and say, I am from Amazon and I have item delivered to you, and the door house owner might open the door. So how do you prevent that? Okay, there's a way to prevent that, which I think most of you use these days, which is called OTP. Okay, one-time password. Okay, so when somebody comes and press the button and tell that I'm from Amazon, at the same time, Amazon, the company, will send a OTP, 6-digit code to the house owner, and the house owner and Amazon will send it to their employee, also the delivery person, and you can ask the person to tell the code. And if that is the real delivery person, they will tell the code, and you know that this is the actual person coming in. Okay, so that's one problem solved. Second problem, now you open the door. How do you know that the item was put inside and the person left? Because no, the person can go inside the house, close the door, and then later take other things from the house and leave. So that is why there is a camera. The camera will give you a feed, so you can see the person putting the thing in and then leaving. And there is like maximum of 2 minutes to do all of these things. And you can actually set the time. Okay, set the time to 1 minute or like that, 30 seconds. So if it is a book, just put it inside. So 30 seconds is enough. If it is a television, maybe you need about 2 minutes to push the box in. So to decide those things, how much time the door should be left open, and what to do if things don't go according to the rule set. For example, the person the delivery person put the item in, leaves, but the door gets jammed, doesn't close. So now what do we do? So you will have call up the house owner or some other party, maybe the nearby police, to come and lock the door, right? So there are decisions to be made. So a smart door lock is not a door lock where you come and it does some face recognition and open and close. No, it must be able to do a lot of other decision making. And smart door lock can support various services like delivery of items to you. And it could be not just the Amazon. Okay, it could be delivering of milk and other fresh foods to you. And it could be like somebody, say a relative, and being able to get in the house, and you know who this person is, because the door lock is able to identify the person. So that's a smart door lock. Okay. Now it is not just the door lock; it is providing a lot of additional service to you. So so as this picture on the screen you can see, we have many different things in a home that we can make smarter. And always when you are thinking about making things smarter, see how you can make what we call a not so smart device smart by building a specific computing device. So we call these as embedded systems or embedded computing devices. So they are embedded or built into the other system or other device. So we have embedded computing device with the air conditioner, with the our cooking utensils, maybe the for example a electrically operated cooker which you can control, or the door lock, okay, and lighting system and appliances. So I very often see when I go to these student competitions and innovation competitions, students making what are called smart irons. So as soon as, for example, as soon as you put the iron upright, it switches off, which should be the case, because if you are putting the iron upright, you can't be ironing, so then you can switch it off. And if you keep the iron down, but it's not moving it, then you switch it off because you are not ironing. So I think they are good ideas, actually. They are good ideas. But the problem with that is you cannot call that as a smart iron. So you have to think, what would be a smart iron? Okay. Maybe not every device is necessary to make smart. So keep that also in mind. Don't try to make something smart where you do not see any important service that it can provide. So that is also an essential thing that you have to think about when deciding on what to build. Okay, so I gave smart home as an example, but you can do much more outside the home. So I think I'm running out of time very fast. Let's see. Organizing committee, how is my time availability?
It's 9:40, sir.
Okay. So I'll take another, I have to take another 5 minutes just to,
It's okay, sir.
is it okay?
It's okay, sir.
Let me get another area. Okay, so another area where we have a lot of opportunities to apply IoT technology is in agriculture. So as you know, in our country, agriculture is a large large fraction of the population is engaged in agriculture. Agriculture is essential because we all have to eat. So we are a small country, island nation with very limited arable land where you can do agriculture. So we have to make, and we have a lot of problems with drought as well as floods. So we have to do our agriculture smartly. And IoT is a very good technology to use. Now, there are broadly two type of application domains for the smart agriculture. One is when you do it in enclosed spaces, that is greenhouses. So a greenhouse can be a very well-structured one, just like a house, or it could be just a polytunnel, built using pipes, stone type pipes, and polythene. That's the covered areas. The other one is the open field. Now, there are different solutions required because there are different problems in the two type of farming. Now, if you take polytunnels, they need to be monitored for humidity, temperature, and the what we call drip irrigation. Okay, and it has to be done 24/7. And sometimes you have to make sure the lighting is also available depending on the type of crop you are having in the polytunnel, because during certain periods in which a plant is growing, if you provide the sunlight or the equivalent of that, you can use artificial lighting for that, then the growth rate will be higher and your harvest will be bigger. You can get a bigger harvest. So now, if you take the outside farming we can't put lights, so we have to depend on sunlight. So there is no lighting control. But when you have a greenhouse or a polytunnel like enclosed space, you can actually control lighting. And because it is enclosed, what we call evaporation is now controllable. You can use drip irrigation, use only a small amount of water and keep the soil moist. These things need to be done for the particular plant, because every plant, every crop that you have planted have a different life cycle. There are periods in which it grows, periods in which it roots go down, periods in which it's the leaves spread. So you have to control the temperature, lighting, humidity based on that. Now, if you just use some kind of timer like devices to do this, put water and thing or control the temperature, it won't be able to. You will not be able to get the best harvest. So best harvest will come when you have a computing device, which is now like an agricultural specialist deciding for the particular plant. This is how the moisture should be controlled. This is how the temperature should be controlled. This is how the lighting should be controlled, depending on the particular life stage of the plant growth. Okay, so that is what you can. So there's a lot of applications for smart agriculture. So when you are coming up with ideas, look at the domain also. Don't just build a smart greenhouse where you can control the drip irrigation system remotely, the lighting system remotely, get the temperature sensor readings. No, that is not smart. That is good, but not smart. Smart is when you build a solution. So if you are having salad leaves being grown, look into that. What's the stages of growth of salad leaves? In which type of environment does it give the best harvest? And make sure that you have a program running in your IoT system that optimize those parameters and give you the best harvest possible. Now let's go outside to the field. Control the lighting, that's done by the sun. And we are affected by rain. If there's heavy rain, like what we are having right now, we get flooded, the fields get flooded. And if there is no rain, no drought conditions set in. So apart from that, we have other issues to deal with. For example, pests and diseases. Now, IoT can be used in a very effective manner to counter these. Because now if you take, for example, some kind of pests, when they start to attack field, if you detect it early, it is much easier to control, eliminate, and safeguard, save the crop. How do you detect it? Most of the time, when it is done manually, you detect it visually. So when the crop is dying, when it is getting yellowish, when it's getting brownish, when it is falling over, my field has been attacked by pests. Sometimes it is too late. A better way would be to detect these pests when they are at early stage. How can you do that? There are other ways to do that. For example, these pests tend to emit noise, which may not be audible to us because it's not in the 20,000 hertz range. But if you have like these beetles and other type of pests, they emit in different ranges, and you can now use a sensing device to detect that. Also, it is quite possible when you have certain type of pests, the pH level would change. So now having a pH sensor that can detect and even minute changes being informed to the operators will be a good solution for that kind of pest control. Also, if you take a large field, especially when it is manually fertilizer is applied, you will not have uniform distribution of fertilizer. So some parts of your field is having good harvest, some parts not so good, especially when there is no water flow taking the nutrients in a non-uniform manner. Now you can put sensors for NPK, okay, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, like the soil nutrients we artificially put the fertilizer to detect the concentrations and then make sure there is no deficiency in parts of the field. And also depending on the type of crop you have, certain crops maybe their harvest is optimum on a particular range. So if you have too much also not good, too little also not good. So when you are building a solution, don't just build an IoT solution, which is simply a sensor in the field and is deciding what is the nutrient levels and showing it remotely in a, say, smartphone. No, that is not good enough. Link that up to what is being planted and what is the nutrient requirements of those plants in different stages of its lifetime, and give a smart advice to the farmer, because then only you can say this is an Internet of Things. So I covered two areas: smart home, can be also smart office type applications, and also agriculture. And there are other areas, a lot of other areas where IoT is possible in smart healthcare, smart manufacturing, smart education, smart childcare, smart elderly care. Okay, so smart transportation, endless. So I'm sure you can find a lot of good ideas to build a smart IoT system. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful and inspiring words. We are immensely grateful for the perspective you have shared today, which will surely influence our approach to technology and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that we'll have a dedicated Q&A segment later. Please feel free to submit any questions you have through the Zoom chat at any time during the event. Also, feel free to use any language you like. Now, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible support we have received from our sponsor. A huge shout out to our sponsor, SLTMobitel, for their unwavering support in organizing this massive competition. Now, to share their thoughts, I would like to invite Mrs. Vayani Saranga from SLTMobitel to share a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Hope I'm audible to you all.
Yes, Miss, you are audible.
Okay, thank you very much. And I welcome you all to this session and to this competition on behalf of SLTMobitel. So as the national telecommunication service provider in Sri Lanka, we are always trying to introduce all the new technologies that are evolving at the moment to our consumers and Sri Lanka as a whole. So I'm sorry about the noise. And as a initiative to that as well, we are very honored and proud to be the main sponsor of the SLIoT challenge this time as well. And we have been doing this competition for several years. And I especially thank the academic advisors, Professor Chandana and Dr. Kutila, to their continuous support during all those competitions we conducted during past years. You have all the contestants you have registered because you are interested in this, and I guarantee you that this is a great platform for you to improve your skills, improve your knowledge, and at the end you will be directed step by step to build your own product or own project in this IoT sector. So, and I invite you to be there, be in this competition till the end, because also as the sponsor, like SLTMobitel, we would like to, if any of your ideas, if any of your ideas are can be improved to a viable product, can be commercialized, that SLTMobitel will be interested. So we have a dedicated R&D team as well. So we can have a discussion with those relevant teams, and we are hoping to support you because you might not have the knowledge or the resources to improve your products in the business side or in the finance side or marketing side. So we are here to help you to bring your idea to a product and to release it to the market so that all the Sri Lankans can get benefited from that. So while keeping that in mind as well, the winners, we have arranged valuable cash prizes for the winners as well. So I invite you to compete well in the competition, so that you can get benefited from those cash prizes. And especially I have to mention, last years we only had open category and the undergraduate category, but this time we had a discussion with the academic advisors and OC as well. And we have specially introduced the school category this time because we think as SLTMobitel, we think that the school children or the school category contributors will be the next generation that will use these IoT products and will be there when the IoT will come to will be live in the future. So we specially introduced the category because thinking especially introduced that category because of that. So all the winners from all the three categories, first place, second place, and third place, they will be getting the cash prizes, valuable cash prizes, and any idea or any products that we see that can be commercialized from SLTMobitel, we will be supporting you throughout to make it as a new product. So that is from my side. So I invite you to participate actively in the competition, and so I wish you all the competitors, all the teams are very wish you all the very best. And again, I am thanking this amazing organizing committee of organizing this event and in the future as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Vayani, for sharing her valuable insights. We are deeply grateful for SLTMobitel for their pivotal support in making this event possible. Now, we are about to transition into an exciting phase of today's event. Our esteemed co-chairs, Sanjula Gatsara and Nimet Menuka, will outline the competition structure, guide us through the proposal submission process, and walk us through team registration details. Now, let's start the session that could mark the beginning of your journey to innovation and success in the SLIoT challenge.
Thank you, Prasan. Am I audible?
Yes, Sanjula.
Okay, thank you. Let me share the screen. Okay, so hello guys. First of all, we can as you all know, we have a website launched. So just search as SLIoT in Google, then you can get our webpage as SLIoT Challenge 2023. So from that, you can see all details about the competition. We have published everything. And about the event categories, as mentioned below, we mentioned that there are three categories: the school category, undergraduate category, and open category. You can compete from either one of them. So let's say if you are in one category, let's say if you are in one school, then you have to participate in school category. And if your team consists of several schools, then you should go to the open category. And if you are in one university or one institute, you can go to the undergraduate category. And if the teammates are from several universities, you have to go to the open category. And open category is open for anyone, so industry can come here to compete with each one of you. And that's about event categories. And the competition prices, this year we have a prize pool of this much. So the open category we have, for the first place, 150,000 rupees, and second place we have 100,000 rupees, and for the third place we have 50,000 rupees. And in undergraduate category also we have 150,000 rupees for the first place, and we have 100,000 rupees for the second place, and we have 50,000 rupees for third place. And for the school category, we have 100,000 rupees for the first place, and 50,000 rupees for the second place, and 30,000 rupees for the third place. And also you will get valuable certificates and awards as well. So that's about the prizes, and there are challenge details. And yeah, here we have the challenge timeline. So currently our registrations are open, and if your friend is asking for register now, it's open now. So today onwards, the proposal submission will also start. So in the proposal submission, Menuka will explain that in the next session. So after the proposal submission, we have the proposal submission deadline in 20th December. So make sure to submit your proposals before that, in the idea of what is the device that you're going to implement. And after that, we are announcing the accepted proposals on 27th December. And also there is a school category workshop in 13th January in University of Moratuwa premises. So you can come here and join with us and get knowledge from industry expert. Let's see, if you do not know anything about IoT or this conversion, you can come and get some experience and have some knowledge about this. And there is some progress evaluation as well in the midline. And then we are announcing the semi-finalists, and we have the open university and open category workshop, and we have finals as well in February. So this is the timeline, and you can see the photographs of the last year completions as well. So if you go to our Facebook page, there will also, you can see the photographs of our last year completion. You can get an idea about our company from this. And our organizers, so the Department of Computer Science and Engineering of University of Moratuwa is organizing this in collaboration with Institute of Engineers Sri Lanka and powered by SLTMobitel. So if you have more clarifications, you can contact our delegate handling committee lead Sahan Dilip from this telephone number. And in your WhatsApp group also, we mentioned other delegate handling members as well, so you can contact them as well. And also in YouTube, we have our SLIoT YouTube channel. You can go there and see about our past competitions as well. Yeah, we have our videos as well here. So yeah, that's about the main points in the competition. So Menuka will go through other points. Menuka?
Thank you, Sanjula. Hope you can hear me.
Yes,
Now I'm
ma'am.
going to talk about the competition structure. In the SLIoT challenge, basically what you have to do is implement a novel product, let's say a device, that is relevant to IoT. Not only that, but also that product should be in the scope of Industry 4.0. Before implementing a product, you should submit a proposal in which you describe the problem that you are solving and your solution for that. So we will provide you a template for the proposal, and all you have to do is edit the template and submit in the relevant Google form alongside with the team registration. My friend Yasanta is ready to give you a brief about how to submit the proposals with the team registration. Yasanta, over to you.
Thank you, Menuka. Give me a second. I will share my screen. I think you all can see my screen. Is it okay?
Yes, Asant.
Okay. Yeah, a second. Okay. You can see the submissions guideline here, and this is the submission guideline, and all the details in the submission are included here. So in this stage, I think so. In this stage, you have to pitch your idea as proposals, and the approved proposals will go to the next stage, and you can start developing your solutions. And the workshops and some mentor sessions will be conducted for you. So let's go to our. Give me a second. I will show you a proposal template. I think you can see proposal template here. So this is the proposal. Give me a second. So you have to download this proposal like here. Download. Yes, yeah. I will open it now. And I will share my screen. Yeah. I think you can see my, yeah. So first you have to rename your project name, and then do a team name and mention your category. In the problem definition section, you have to briefly describe how you identified your problem, or it's in your new idea like this. Then you have to analyze your problem, like how you apply IoT concept and industrial revolutions concept to your problem and solve it. Then you have to fill this section also. This is the proposed solution. In this section, there are two subsections like proposed products and uniqueness of the solution. Proposed product, you have to briefly describe how you're going to solve this problem. Then uniqueness solution, I think that's needed as well as. Then you have to complete the technical law and implementation section. I have to mention that you don't need to mention any or specify the technologies you use. Just describe as something like we will use temperature sensors, we will use other sensors like that. In the user scenario section, you have to describe how user will use your solution, like how you can use as a product. Don't mind, I will give some sample proposal in our website. You can download it. Then you have to complete your team details, and you also need to complete in this in Google form. And the further notifications will be we can notify you in WhatsApp groups and the things. Over to Minuka.
Thank you, Asanta. Now I think you all have a clear idea about how to submit proposals. Once you submit the proposal, we will filter them and announce the accepted proposals. Then the competitors can start implementing their products. While you are implementing the products, we will conduct workshops to gain your knowledge in various fields. So basically, we will be having two workshops, one for the school category and one for the open and undergraduate category. In the school category workshop will be a hands-on session where we teach the school students about IoT, microcontrollers, and how to program. And in the undergraduate and open category workshop will be mainly about advanced topics in IoT system development. Then we'll be having semifinals. In the semifinals, you have to submit a video demonstration of your ongoing product development. Then we will filter them and announce the grand finalist. In the grand final, it will be a physical event where you have to demonstrate your final product to honorable judge panel. So that's the competition flow. Now I think you all have a clear idea about the competition flow. Thank you everyone. Over to you, Pasa.
Thank you, Menuka. That was quite a lot of information. I'm sure you must have questions. Well, it's time to get answers. Our co-chairs are here to respond to your queries. Let's make this event an interactive Q&A session. Please send any questions you have via the Zoom chat. Also, feel free to use any language you are comfortable with.
Yeah. Okay. Let me have some questions. Yeah. In Slido, we have, can we get into a group from 2 schools? Yeah. As mentioned before, you can get into a group if your members are from 2 schools, but you have to register in the open category. So we are providing you the Google form for submitting the proposals. In that, you have to mention as open category. It is an open topic for the convention. No, the theme for the convention is Industry 4.0. So you have to do something more related to industry. So like it's like you have to make something that is related to industry, not a smart home solution. So such like that, you have to make something like industry. It can be any industry like agriculture industry and
Yeah, may I make a
yes, sir.
may I make a clarification there?
Yes, sir. Okay.
So, so we are looking at Industry 4.0. So Industry 4.0, if you look at what exactly that is, it is about smart manufacturing. So, so it's where when you want to, for example, if you want to tailor a garment, shirt, for example, or a dress, how do you do it? Well, most of the time we don't get it tailored. We just go to the shop and look at what is available, gets what is most closely fitting, right? We get what is most closely fitting. It may not be a perfect fit. It will be what is most closely fitting. But in smart manufacturing, the other one is you go to a tailor and you are no measurements and get it what we call bespoke, that no custom tailored. Custom tailoring is very expensive, whereas if you go to any shop and get a garment which is already there, is much cheaper. So smart manufacturing is to come in between the two. So you have tailoring done, but you don't have to go, because if you have to go to a shop and give your measurements and then later go and do a fit on and then do correction like that, that's very expensive for the person buying, expensive for the person making. So if you take tailoring and if you want to make it smart tailoring, that you have to look at how to do it. Okay, so you may have to build some kind of measuring device using your smartphone that takes a 360-degree view of your body and take the measurements, and then send those measurements to the tailoring, and the tailor would be then able to make it and then put it on some kind of a dummy, and then run a 360-degree on that, and then send it to you for checking. Like so, I mean, when you look at smart manufacturing, the manufacturing has a lot of steps in between. Which parts can you make smarter so that you lower the cost, make it faster, make it cheaper, and make the product better? So, so there is a saying that you can when you take the three things, cheaper, smarter, faster, it used to be stated that you can have only two of the things, not all three. It comes from NASA, the National Aeronautical and Space Agency of the United States, which send rockets. So if you want to if you want to build a rocket or a spacecraft fast, you can do it. And if you want to make it safe, you can do it, but you can't make it cheaper. It will be very expensive. If you want to make it cheap, then it will not be safe. but you can make it cheap and fast. Like, so only two things. But in smart manufacturing, you can have all of these things. Actually, you can make it cheaper, better, do the manufacturing faster, and no, and to do that, you have to look at which step in manufacturing you have to do. So manufacturing is one part of industry, because industry is not just manufacturing. So there is a service industry also. In fact, in our country, the bigger industry is service industry. We have, if you consider our service, our industry, we have the service industry, we have the manufacturing industry, we have the agriculture industry. Okay, like that, different type of industry. So what is service industry? So service industry is like, you know, delivering stuff to homes. No, delivery service is a service, is part of the service industry, and delivery service industry can be made smarter by having a smart door lock. But then it has to be not a smart home door lock, but a smart delivery service door lock, which is tied to the delivery industry. So industry 4.0 is like that. So we I mean, in your home you can have an air conditioner, and no, making it smarter is no, just for home environment control would be just smart home. But if you have this air conditioner being monitored remotely by the company which does maintenance, and also if that information is available to the electricity no, provider, so that makes it a smart industry. Okay, so I think when you are thinking about participating in the SLIoT challenge and looking at what would be a industry 4.0 IoT system, I think you should not exclude anything right away. You have to look at your idea and see which industry segment does it fit into. Does it fit into the manufacturing industry? And in manufacturing industry, you have heavy industry, light engineering, like that. And then you take service industry, there is service industry in different areas, and also agriculture and no, like that, farming and agriculture. So healthcare, lot of all these are industries, because industries where you have customers, you have people providing, building the service or the product, and then you have marketing people in between, and you have distribution. So industry is a multi-stage, multi-factor endeavor. So IoT can be used in very innovative ways in different parts of industry 4.0. Okay, right.
Thank you, sir. Let me continue. So yeah, so there are questions that can you explain about the proposal submission and the further stuff from Sinhala? So yeah, I'll explain that a bit. So මේ convention එකේදී ඔයාලට මුලින්ම තියෙන proposal submission එක. එතකොට ඒක අද start කරනවා. එතකොට අද ඉඳන් 20 වෙනිදා වෙනකන් දෙසැම්බර් 20 වෙනකන් දවස් 10ක් තියෙනවා ඔයාලට. ඔයාලගේ IoT සම්බන්ධව ඔයාලා මොකක්ද හදන product එක කියලා idea එකක් දීලා අපිට idea එකක් දෙන්න ඉස්සලා මෙනු මේ යසන්ත share කරා proposal template එක. ඒ template එක edit කරලා ඔයාලට ඔයාලගේ idea එක ගැන මොකක්ද හදන්න ඉන්නේ කියලා එකට දාන්න. ඒක proposal එක දාලා ඊට පස්සේ team details දාන්න තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට මෙතන team details වලට වෙලදී ඔයාලා අපි ස්කූල් කැටගරි එනවා නම් තනි ස්කෝල් එකක එක ස්කෝල් එකකින් වෙන්න ඕන. අන්ඩර්ග්‍රැජුවේට් කැටගරි එනවා නම් එක යුනිවර්සිටි එකකින් හෝ ඉන්ස්ටිටියුට් එකකින් වෙන්න ඕන. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාලා ස්කෝල කිහිපයක ළමයි ඉන්නවා නම් ඔයාලගේ ටීම් එකේ, එහෙම නැත්නම් අන්ඩර්ග්‍රැජුවේට් කිහිපයක් හෝ ඕනම විදියකට ඕනම ඒ කියන්නේ වයස් ભેදයක් නැත්නම් ඔයාලට ඕපන් කැටගරි එකට ඇප්ලයි කරන්න පුළුවන් කම්පැනිස් වලට. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඉන්ඩිවිජුවල් පාර්ටිසිපන්ට් වලට ඕපන් කැටගරි ඇප්ලයි කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ කැටගරිස් තුනටම මිනිමම් එකත් මැක්සිමම් 5ක් දක්වා competitorsලා ඉන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට ඔයාලගේ team එකේ එක්කෙනෙක් හිටියත් individual submit කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. 5 දෙනෙක් form කරගෙන submit කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. එතකොට මෙතන proposal එක submit කරද්දී කොටස් දෙකක් තියෙනවා. එකක් තමයි පළවෙනි එක අර proposal template එක ඔයාලා ඒක fill කරලා ඒක edit කරලා ඒකෙන් ඔයාලගේ idea එක අපිට හදලා ඒ template එක හදලා ඒක rename කරන්න ඕන විදිය අර අපි proposal submission document එකක් දෙනවා. ඒ document එක ඒ විදිහට rename කරලා ඊට පස්සේ අපි Google form එකක් දානවා ඒක submit කරන්න. ඒ submit කරන Google form එකේ ඔයාලගේ team එකට ඔයාලට කැමති නමක් දාගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ නම දාලා ඔයාලගේ team details එක්ක submit කරන්න. තියෙන proposal එකත් ඒකට attach කරලා ඒක තමයි proposal submission එක. ඊට පස්සේ අපි 27 වෙනිදා announce කරනවා proposal round එකෙන් ඊළඟ round එකට select කරන්නේ කවුද කියලා. එතකොට ඒක සබ්මිට් කරාට ඒක අපි දුන්නට පස්සේ ඔයාලට පුළුවන් ඔයාලගේ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක හදන්න පටන් ගන්න. එතකොට ඔයාලගේ IoT ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක හදන්න පටන් ගන්න. ඊට පස්සේ අපේ workshops තියෙනවා. school category workshop එක January 13 තියෙන්නේ. undergraduate and open category workshop එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඒවට participate කරලා ආඩ experience එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. school category නම් ඔයාලා දැනට IoT ගැන ලොකු knowledge එකක් නැති වුණත් ඔයාලට ඒකට participate කරලා අපේ university එකෙන් and industry එකෙන් ඇවිල්ලා ඒකේ ඔයාලට experience එක දෙනවා IoT ගැන සහ කොහොමද product එක හදන්නේ කියලා. එතකොට ඔයාලට ඒකෙනුත් experience එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක විශේෂයෙන් කියන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ අතරතුරේ අපි ඔයාලගේ proposal එක මේ progress evaluate කරන්න progress evaluation session එකක් මේ evaluation එකක් කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ ඒකෙන් අපි shortlist කරගන්නවා semi finals වලට ඔයාලගේ කීප දෙනෙක්. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ තෝරගත්ත semi finalist එකෙන් අපි ඊට semi final round එක තියලා ඊට පස්සේ final round එක තියෙනවා. final round එක physical event එකක් විදියට conduct කරන්නේ. එතකොට ඒකේ days එහෙම අපි dates ටික අපි ඉස්සරහට inform කරන්න. ඒක තමයි conversion එකේ main structure එක. Yeah, let me go to another questions as well. So yeah, must the task be done by Arduino, Raspberry Pi? And also, yeah, it can be done in anything you like Arduino, Raspberry Pi, or Node MCU. So something to mention that in our Kahoot session, we are providing you with 3 Node MCU boards if you win. And so you can make your IoT device from any of these microcontrollers. And yeah, other questions. Is a mobile device can be a IoT project? In some IoT projects, you have to connect with the mobile phone via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or some other technology with your IoT device. So it can be that kind of technology as well. I'm agriculture industry. When we use IoT in harvesting, in any possible to bugs for using sensors? See what kind of sensor? I'm only answering questions about the competition. So you are not technical related things. So you can come up with for agriculture industry as well. So if you have more doubts about the competition, there is a panel in our WhatsApp group. We send a message, so you can contact them as well. And in our website also, we shared our contact details. You can send them a simple WhatsApp message and they will reply soon. So yeah, do you publish the recording? Yeah, the recording of the session will be published after this, so you can watch that as well. When we'll have the Kahoot session, hopefully after this you will be getting the Kahoot session. Yeah, there are more questions, so I will go through the most important ones.
Sanjula, I have to add something.
Yeah, Menuka.
Yes, if you have any tech problems regarding technical side, we will be discussing those questions in our workshops. So it's better to participate in those workshops where you can clear your doubts about technical and hardware problems. Yes, sir.
Yes, Menuka. So can a team submit more than one proposal? No, you can't. One person can only be in one team, and one team can only submit one proposal. Take that into your mind. So is it compulsory for you to make a working project or concept idea in presentation? Actually, we are expecting to submit your idea through the proposal. It can be a product that is already made by you. It doesn't matter. You have to submit your idea in the proposal, and after we show you who are the winners that are getting to the next round. You can make the product. So we are actually expecting physical products or something like that. It can be a virtual one as well. So yeah, it will print as unit, and can we change our group after proposal? No, you can't. So actually, when you are submitting the proposal, you have to mention your group details as well. So that group will taken up to the final. So you cannot change your groups after the proposal round. Yeah, that's about all the questions. Menuko, do you get any?
Yes, Sandula, I have a question on the chat saying I am from the school category and can I know how am I supposed to post my project and when? So, Mali, yes, the first thing you have to submit a proposal where you write your idea in a document. Then we will filter those and we will go through the proposals and filter them, and we will announce the accepted proposals which are qualified for implementing. Then you can start implementing on your product. If you have already started, it's okay. But if it doesn't related to IoT or Industry 4.0, we have to reject that. So keep that in mind. So then you have to implement the product. Then in the semifinals, we will be having a video submissions of your ongoing product. It could be a prototype. It's okay. Then after the semifinals, you have to after the semifinals, will have the finals where you have to demonstrate the final product. It couldn't be a prototype actually. It should be in the condition of a final product. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's everything. So one thing to add, so if you have more questions, you can reach out us through our WhatsApp group. So we are mentioning after this session also, we are putting the contact details of the delegate handling committee members. So you can contact them as well. So that's everything. Yeah, Pasan, can you take over?
All right. So thank you very much to Sanjula as well as Menuka for answering those questions. I'm sure a lot of doubts would have been resolved through that. And also a big thank you to Professor Chandra Gamage as well for helping and clarifying a lot of issues that you guys had. All right, so you've been doing a lot of listening to at home, and now it's time to engage in a more engaging activity. Now, Sanjula did hint at this a little while ago during the Q&A session. So it's time to have a bit of fun. So this is where we have some fun, and you guys will join us and we'll join in a Kahoot quiz. So for those of you who don't know what happens in a Kahoot quiz, we'll go through it in just a moment. But until then, everyone just log in to this website, www.kahoot.it. I'll just put it in the chat as well. This is it, www.kahoot.it.
So yeah, here we will be asking you a bunch of questions, to be specific, 10 questions. And these questions will be mostly related to IoT. So it's not only about answering the right answer, but it's also about answering quickly. So these questions are not really that hard. So I encourage you all to participate. And the best part is we will be giving away valuable Node microcontroller units for the first 3 winners of the game. So you can join using the link we have provided.
So once you do join, you'll be asked for a pin. We'll be giving away the game pin in just a moment. So those of you who have already loaded the gone to the website kahoot.it, please raise your virtual hands on Zoom if you can, just so we know you're all there. Remember, this is a great chance for all of you to join and win 3 Node MCUs, all by answering these 10 questions. They'll be very simple questions. So do join. I'm seeing a lot of virtual hands raised, about 25. So others as well, we'll give about a minute or so. And just raise your virtual hands on Zoom once you're ready. And
Yeah,
guys,
guys.
a reminder that only the first 50 entrants will be able to take part in the quiz. So once you get the pin, hurry up and get Kahooting. All right. We have quite a few hands raised. We'll wait for about another 30 seconds and we'll give you the Kahoot game pin. Again, it's kahoot.it. It's the website on your screen right now. Do join and you have the chance to win 3 Node MCUs. All right, looks like a lot of you have already joined in. I can see a lot of virtual hands raised on Zoom. So let's share the game pin on Kahoot. All right, are you ready? Remember, the first 50 participants, only the first 50 participants can participate in the game. So do hurry up once you get the pin.
Yeah, now you can all see the pin for the game. So you can enter the pin now.
The pin is also in the chat, or you can scan the QR code that's visible. All right, I can see a lot of you are registering in really fast. Remember, you can use any nickname you like to join this. Just remember that once the competition is complete, if you are a winner, you should send us a screenshot just to make sure that it is you. All right, so a lot of you are joining. 56 participants already. We'll wait for about another 30 seconds and then we'll get started. All right, then. I can see a lot of you have already joined in. Then shall we start the competition? Remember, it's going to be multiple choice questions. You'll get 4 answers. And the faster you answer, the more marks you'll get. So it's not just about getting the correct answer. It's about getting the correct answer fast. We have 75, 76. It's ticked over to now. 76 participants on Kahoot. And we're just about to start. Remember, it's MCQ, multiple choice questions. You have to pick the correct answer and make sure you're fast while doing it. All right, then. Looks like that's everyone. If we can get started, it's 80 participants now.
I think that we can start now. So here's the first question. What is IoT? Internet of Things, or is it Internet of Things? Internet of Texts, or is it inception of technology? Yeah, we can see answers coming now. There's 16 more seconds left. 14. Here we have got 5 more seconds left. 72 answers. Yeah, the time is over now.
Okay, so looking at the answers, we can see that a lot of you have got the correct answer, which is the Internet of Things. It's IoT, which we've been talking about all day today. It's not the intranet of things, it is the Internet of Things, that is IoT. We can see that a lot of you have got the correct answer. And remember, it's about getting it right and also getting it right quick. So let's go to the leaderboard and see who's been the fastest at the first question.
Yeah, we can see that Isura is at the top with 971 points, and there's Patch Top at the second place, and then Adil, and so on. So if you are not in the leaderboard right now, don't be discouraged. There's 9 more questions to go, and the leaderboard can change at any time. Lucky, shall we go to the next question?
All right, let's go to the second question. Remember, right answer as fast as you can. Here's the question. Which technology is considered a key enabler for Industry 4.0? Is it steam engines? Is it electrical batteries? Is it IoT? Or is it vacuum tubes? Which technology is considered a key enabler of Industry 4.0? Wow, you guys are amazing. So I can see a lot of you have answered really fast. So
78 answers already. And
yeah, it's great to see this, guys. We have just 3 seconds left. Let's see how you fared in that one. The correct answer is IoT, which is a key enabler of Industry 4.0. And 75 out of the 79 of you have got the right answer. 4 of you have gone with steam engines, which is very much an Industry 1.0 thing. However, just keep in mind, it's IoT that's a key enabler of Industry 4.0. Let's check out the scoreboard.
okay. Here, Batchtop have come to the top with 1925 score. And then there's SSU, Talha. Okay. So the leaderboard is changing. And shall we go to the next question then? What does Industry 4.0 primarily focus on? Is it mass production? Does it focus on customization of automation or manual labor or agricultural advancements? 20 seconds more.
Almost everyone is answering very quickly, which is great to see. There's a lot of competition at the moment. 3 node MCUs on the line. 3 seconds left.
Okay, that's the end of the third one. And the answer is customization and automation.
All right, let's see if that has made any changes in the leaderboard. It is still Batch Top who is at the top of the rankings, followed by SSU and Isura in third place. Remember, guys, it's not about being at the top at the beginning. It's about being at the top at the end of the 10 questions. So don't give up if you're not on the leaderboard yet. You've still got a chance to come up, to rise in the leaderboard and get to these top 3 places.
And it says that Javin is the highest climber.
It is. All right. Here's the fourth question. Which of the following is a common application of IoT? Is it smart cities? Is it typewriters? Is it traditional light bulbs? Or is it paper maps? Which of the following is a common application of IoT? All right, 73 of you have already answered. Remember, it's about being right. It's about being fast. So just 5 seconds left.
And 2 more answers to come. Okay, the right answer is smart cities. It's not typewriters or the traditional light bulbs or the paper maps. Okay, shall we look at the leaderboard now? And yeah, no, Isura has climbed to the top with a really high score, and we have Bimsara and SSU, Umar, Oshada in the leaderboard right now.
Okay, we can see that Batch Top has been knocked out of the top of the rankings. So those of you who are out of the top 5, you can still climb in. Remember, we can see 3 or 4 of you have climbed into the top 5 now, which is great, guys. Keep it going. All right, we'll move on to the 5th question then.
What is the significance of big data in Industry 4.0? It's irrelevant to modern industry. Does it enable enhanced decision making through analytics, or does it refer to the large machinery used in manufacturing, Or is it a type of new currency? We can see answers getting in. 5 more seconds left. Yeah, 56 of you have got the right answer, and the right answer is it making through analytics.
All right, 3 of you have gone with it. It is a new type of currency. Big data is not a new type of currency. It's not like Bitcoin is, I think, what you might have mistaken that for. So 56 of you have a few more wrong answers this time, but let's see how it's affected the scoreboard now.
Oh, Oshada has come to the top now, and then SSU followed by Isura and Umar, and we can't see batch top and the other one right now in this leaderboard.
And a huge shout out to Rihan as well, who's climbed 12 places with that correct answer. So remember, guys, there's 5 more. We've only gone through 5 questions at the moment. There's 5 more questions remaining. This is your chance to get to the top of the leaderboard and win one of those 3 node MCUs. All right, let's get to the next question then.
Which of these is a characteristic of smart factories in Industry 4.0? Low levels of automation, no need of the internet, interconnectivity and intelligent decision making, or use of manual record keeping. We can see answers coming in, and there's 15 more seconds.
All right, looks like a lot of you have answered. Let's see what the correct answer is. It is interconnectivity and intelligent decision making that is a characteristic of smart factories in Industry 4.0. We'll be discussing Industry 4.0 throughout the session today, and interconnectivity and intelligent decision making is a big part of smart factories in Industry 4.0. Again, a lot of you have got the right answer. So let's see if there's any movement at the top of the leaderboard. So not a lot of movement this time. Moshid is still retaining his place as the top of the leaderboard, followed closely by SSU. There's only 6 points between SSU and Orshad in first and second place. So it's very tight competition, and just 7 points between SSU and Isura as well.
And
So,
Lumin has climbed up 7 places. So he's the highest climber.
yes.
And we are halfway through, and there's only 4 more questions left. So you can try even now to get to the top 3.
All right, then let's go to the next question, the 7th question. Only 4 more questions remaining. So this is the time to bring your A game. So the question is, how does IoT contribute to environmental sustainability? Does it increase paper use? Does it enable monitoring and smart control of resources? Does it have no impact on the environment? Or does it promote the use of fossil fuel? How does IoT contribute to environmental sustainability? Is the question. Just 5 seconds remaining. 79 of you, 78 of you have answered, and the correct answer is it enables monitoring and smart control of resources. That's how IoT contributes to environmental sustainability, which is a really important thing going forward in the world, is the environmental sustainability, and IoT definitely contributes to that. So again, a lot of you have got the right answer. Let's see if there is any further movement in the leaderboard. And we have some movement. It's Oshada still retaining his spot at the top of the leaderboard with 6,564 points. And Isura is still very close behind, followed by SSU. The competition is very close. 3 node MCUs are on the line. Sandali, shall we go to the next question?
Yeah, let's move on to the 8th question. So this is the 8th one. What role do sensors play in IoT? Do they provide decorative lighting, or they provide data from the environment, or they are only for the display purposes, or do they reduce the functionality of devices? Okay, 71 answers already. Yeah, guys, we are getting near to the end of even end. And here's the answer. The answer is they collect data from the environment. And 72 of you have got the right answer. So yeah, guys, looking at the leaderboard. Yeah, looking at the leaderboard. Yeah, this time Isura has climbed to the top and Oshada is in the second place. And yeah, Prageet is in the 5th place. He's new to here.
So we are about to head into the home straight of this Kahoot, and the competition is as tight as you can get. It's Isura now who's at the top of the rankings, and followed closely by Oshada, and SSU Savia is also very close behind, and also Prageet. So Mahin is making a comeback with 3 victories or 3 correct answers in a row. Can he get to the top 3 or the top 5? Let's find out. It's time for the 9th question.
Which of the following is associated with the beginning of the Industry 4.0? Which of the following years is associated with the beginning of the Industry 4.0? 18th century, 19th century, 20th century, or is it 21st century? Yeah, guys, this is the question before the last one, and the answer is 21st century.
So Industry 4.0 is a very modern thing that's come about in the past decade or two, and it originated in the 21st century. Of course, we're in the 21st century right now. There's a little bit more diversity among the answers this time, but still 40 of you have got the correct answer. I'm sure there's some change at the top of the leaderboard. Let's go and find out. There is a lot of change, but Isura is still holding on to his position at the top of the leaderboard, followed by Osha, then Prageet, Asmat, Randita.net in at 5th place. So
yeah, we can see new names as well in the leaderboard, even in the 9th question. And yeah, shall we go to the last one, which is the 10th question?
So this is your final chance to get into the top 3. So do bring your A game, guys. Get your answers in as fast as you can, because this is your last opportunity. All right, let's check out the 10th and last question. The question is, what's the total prize pool of this year's SLIoT challenge? Is it 500,000? Is it 780,000? Is it 300,000? Or is it 450,000? How much is the total prize pool of SLIoT challenge this year? 10 seconds remaining. So this is the final 10 seconds to make sure that you get your place at the top of the leaderboard.
And win valuable Node MCUs.
Yes, so there's a lot of diversity among the answers. And guys, the right answer is 780,000. That is the total prize pool of this year's SLIoT challenge. This is one of the biggest prize pools around the country for this kind of competition. Like Sanjula went through in the introductory part of the competition. It's 150,000 for the first place of the university category and the open category, and 100,000 for the school categories, and very large prices for the second and third places as well. So 780,000 is the prize pool, and in addition to that, there's a lot more that you will get by participating in this competition, such as help to get your project up and away and started. So that is the end of the 10th question, the last question, and we are about to see the 3 winners. Let's find out. So in 3rd place is Bimsara Hunawar, and in 2nd place is 9338. With 9338 is Isura, and in 1st place is Prageet. Well done. Congratulations, guys. And congratulations to Janit and Randita.net as well in to Randita.net in 4th and 5th places. Guys who have won, please, another reminder, you guys have won Node MCUs. Please take a screenshot right now. So Prageet, Isura, and Bimsara, please take a screenshot right now. We'll send you some contact details where you can send us by confirming your identity and taking home the Node MCU. In fact, it will be delivered straight to you. So make sure you take a screenshot and confirm your identity to us. We'll send you the contact details in just a little moment. So once you send that, you can
You
can send that and receive your Node MCUs. So guys, that is the end of the Kahoot session. I'm sure all of you have enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed it. It was a great competition. It was great to see you all, almost all of you getting correct answers on almost all of them. So
that was a really exciting Kahoot session, and thank you all for participating. And we will give back the whole control to our main host, Pasan.
Good to say you have something to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to know the screenshot of what was not explained of their winning screen, right?
Yes, sir. Wow, what an incredible, engaging and fun session that was. A big thank you to Lakindu and Sandali for making it so engaging and enjoyable. As we approach the end of our session, I hope you all have been inspired and entertained. Remember, today is just the beginning of a thrilling journey ahead. We look forward to seeing your amazing proposals soon. Before we conclude, let's capture this moment together. I invite all participants and the organizing committee members to turn on your cameras for a group photo in Zoom. This is a great opportunity to commemorate our shared experience today. So please, everyone, get ready for the snapshot.
So those of you who can, just another reminder, please turn on your camera so we can take a group photo. Since there is a lot of you, it might take about a minute or so. So do keep your cameras turned on. All right, guys, if you can just smile to the camera and hold your pose for about 30 seconds or so. We'll get all of you. So just 30 seconds or so, just hold your smiles.
Thank you, everyone. And that's a wrap. A big thank you to everyone for your vibrant energy and eagerness to explore the world of IoT with us. Stay inspired, keep connecting, and until next time, keep making waves in tech. See you soon.